Hello and welcome to another episode of Invalid Entry. My name is James Taylor and we are doing Advent of Code and we're doing 24 Python libraries in 24 days. We are up to day 8, I think, and we're doing cleantext. Cleantext is one of those little libraries. There's a lot of other ones like it. If you're using other libraries like NTKL, then you already have clean functions in there, but maybe you just want something that's really light. This is super light. It works on a whole bunch of stuff. It's a little library. I think it only got 1 or 2 developers behind it, but it's really nice. First thing to note, it is clean-text on the package, but not clean-text when we import it. So we're going to get right on and do that. So you may have text which is, as it says, you may have scraped from the internet, and I hate that term. URL parsers, web HTML parsers is a much better term. Anyway, so I've got text here which may be a bit dodgy. From clean text without the hyphen, import clean. The first thing I can do is just do clean text like that. And what it does is it converts all those things which may be in HTML or XML, because these are XML named entities or whatever. It converts those out. If there's weirdnesses like double spacing and things, it should deal with those as well to get rid of those. Because if you've got HTML, you might have some, blank lines in between or whatever. If I do a BR here, does it fix that? No, it doesn't, because that's actually HTML. Excellent. So the point is, this cleans your text that you may just drag down from the internet or from wherever. So it's a nice little function. It doesn't really have any other functions in here. This thing here itself does actually take an awful lot of arguments. If I find the documentation page for it, here it goes. It takes all these different arguments, so you can actually say remove digits or remove phone numbers or emails or URLs, which actually means it will replace it just with the word like URL, so you can do it. The reason you may want to do that is if you're then passing this into some kind of language parser, such as we did yesterday with textblob, this actually allows you to clean it beforehand. So very, very quickly, if I just grab the code that we're using, so import request, import beautiful soup, we're going to grab the response. Now, beautiful soup will do a bit of cleaning for us, but there's a lot of HTML in there. So if I do soup.getText, though, what you'll find is there's still an awful lot of new lines in here. There's a lot of other things going on and just stuff that I don't necessarily want to have in here. So what we can do is we can just clean that up straight away, and we start to take out a lot of those extra new lines which can confuse the editor or confuse the parse that we then put it into. If from yesterday's video I then import textblob, let me do that at the bottom, and then just move that up so we can import textblob. What we can then do is we can then put that in there. So blob equals text blob, clean that, and straight away what we should find from here is that from sentence in blob dot sentences print sentence. So what we have now, I've done something wrong here. No, for, not from. What we now have is we have nicer sentences than we were finding yesterday about the clean. So this function here, this clean library, that's it. That is the entire library in one nutshell. And this is what I like about libraries. They don't have to be big. If it's something like this, which is maintained as it is, that's all it needs to be. It's a fantastic little library. Again, it's another one for your arsenal if someone starts bringing data from unknown sources, or it's come from. Sometimes you do a data import, and it's been a CSV or something, and it's got weird ampersands and all the kind of escaping thing. Show it through clean text, see what the output is. It might just help you clean up some of your data put in. One thing to notice here is that by default, it will turn all your lowercase or your uppercase to lowercase. So you want to put lower equals false like that, and it will leave your capitalization in place. And it does that particularly because the next thing you usually do is you put it into a natural language processor like textblob to sort of find out what are verbs, what are nouns, what's the subject of the sentences, and so on. But that's it for today's video. Another nice short one. If you're enjoying these, please hit like and subscribe, because there's going to be another whatever videos, and there's also some on the playlist as well. So if you're enjoying it, there should be some windows or little things popping up over there, and then you click those and you watch more videos. And thank you very much.